Hey guys, so we are talking about percent markup today. It's just like all the other percent problems we've been doing, percent applications. Percent means proportions, which we're really good at, so it's good. Um, just remember that whenever we are dealing with percent markup, there's always going to be a second step, always, okay? So since we're talking about markup, we know that we're going to be adding, so it's going to put an addition sign down just so that we don't forget. And let's break down what our table is saying. So number one, the first item is a notebook. The wholesale price is $1.50. So that's the price the store buys it for. 20% is their markup percent. But our goal is to figure out how many dollars is that 20% markup, and then how much are we, the customer, going to buy it for. So what is that retail price? Okay. So the first thing that we're going to do is set up our proportion. Feel free to write this on a different piece of paper. If you need to pause it to get extra paper, go ahead. I know there's not a lot of room. Okay. Okay, first, super easy. The percent always goes over 100. So percent over 100, my percent is that 20. My 100 stays the same always when I'm dealing with percents. Now on the left-hand side, that $1.50 is going to be our original price, okay? Our current total. So our original price is going to go on the bottom left, $1.50, which means my X is left, top left. Okay, I'm going to help you with this math, but we know how to solve proportions. Multiply across, divide by the number left over. Okay, so I have $1.50 times 20. Okay, I know 0 times 0, 0 times 5, 0 times 1 is 0, so I'm just going to put a placeholder. Okay, now 2 times 0, 0, 2 times 5, 10, 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. Okay, now this part you guys sometimes get a little tripped up, so let's break it down. Within the actual multiplication, okay, so just the multiplication part, how many decimal places are there? Okay, so remember you're going to count to the right and then move to the left within your answer. So in the actual problem, let's count to the right. 1, 2. Okay, only 2 decimal spots. So now go down to your answer. We count to the right. Now let's move to the left. 1, 2. So my answer is 30. Okay. Now that I've multiplied correctly, I need to do 30 divided by 100. Okay, we should all know the trick by now. Whenever we are dividing by 100, if there are two decimals, if there are two zeros, 1, 2, then you take your 30's decimal. I'll write it right here. You take 30, and where your decimal might be, you're going to move it to the left, 2, just like there are two zeros. So 1, 2. 30 divided by 100 is 0.3. Okay, and since we're talking about money, that 0.3 turns to 30 cents. All right, so my markup is 30 cents. If my original price was $1.50 and I'm marking it up 30 cents, that means I need to take my $1.50 and add 30 cents. Please remember that when you're adding or subtracting decimals, you have to line up the decimal. So 150 plus 30 is 180. And that's my retail price, $1.80. Okay, that's my answer. So go ahead and pause it. Make sure we understand that. Rewind it if you need to. Re-listen, okay? The only thing you guys really need to remember for markup is that After you do all your math, solving your proportion, after all that hard work, you still have to go back and add. That's how you're going to get your final answer. Okay, so don't forget, don't stop after you solve your proportion. I know it's a lot of work, but you're not done yet. You still have to go back and add to find your retail price. Okay, so go ahead and try number 2 through 5 by yourself. So scissors, calculator, sunglasses, bicycle. Go ahead and try that by yourself. Okay, pause it, rewind the first example if it's going to help you. Okay, make sure you're writing all your proportions and doing your second steps. I'm going to show you how to do number 6. So whenever you're done with 2 through 5, come back to the video and look at number 6 with me. All right, number 6. So let's look at here. It's a little bit different. Okay, so I have a picture frame as my item. It's $3.99. I hate 99s. Those are really ugly numbers, but it's okay. $3.99. And my markup is 150%. Okay, this is different because usually my markup percents are less than 100. However, nothing changes. Okay, that's okay. You can still solve it the exact same way. No worries. All right, remember that markup means add. We've been doing that. Okay, let's set up our proportion. Okay, my percent always goes over 100, even though 150% is more than 100. It's okay, nothing changes. Okay, so 150% over 100. Same as always. That $3.99 is my original price. Original always goes on the bottom, which leaves my X there. Okay, now this is not going to be the prettiest number to multiply. That's okay. Y'all can do it. Super smart. $3.99 times 150, and then you're going to divide by 100 when you're done. Okay, so remember when you're multiplying, it doesn't matter which number you put on top, and you don't have to worry about lining up any decimals. Okay. So $3.99 times 150, I know that 0 times $3.99 is just 0, so I'm going to go ahead and start with a placeholder. 5 times 9, 45. 5 times 9, 45 plus 4, 49. 5 times 3, 15 plus 4, 19. Okay, now I'm going to move on to my 1. That means I need 2 placeholder zeros, okay? So I use these, cross them out. All right, 1 times 9, 9. 1 times 9, 9. 1 times 3, 3. Okay, now we add. 0, 5, 18. 18 plus 1 is 19. 3, 4, 5. Okay, do not forget your decimals. Please do not forget your decimals, okay? So within the problem, how many decimal points do we have? Count to the right. Go to answer. Move to the left. Okay, so my answer for my multiplication is 598.5 or 0.50, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Now, I have to divide by that 100. Okay, so I have 598.5 divided by 100. When I divide by 100, I move my decimal to the left twice because there's 2 zeros. 1, 2. So I have $5.98.5 for the cents. That doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't. You can't have that amount of money. There's no money that is that amount. Okay, so round $5.99. Okay, this 5 is big enough to make that 8 go to a 9. So my markup is $5.99. Markup means add it to your wholesale price to get your retail price. I know that was a lot. Job did good.